I hope you're having a great start to your day, whether you are joining me on the YouTube 3X Less Stress channel or over in Facebook in the Live with Less Stress group. I hope you're having an easy start to your day. We are here diving into day 4. I'm so glad it aligns with the date. Somehow I was brilliant in getting that plan together, which is how we put this together so quickly in the last week. So day 4 of our Conquering Overwhelm 21-day series. Thanks for joining me in this plan for resilience. I hope you've been enjoying this as we've been going along. If you are joining me on YouTube or you're catching these videos in the Facebook group, please leave a comment. Let me know how the topic is landing for you. Come back around and let me know how the exercise has treated you as you go through the day. I want this to be applicable and not too challenging. We're stretching into this, right? We're making space for some insights, some aha moments. I'll go ahead and share my screen and we'll take a look at what we got to enjoy yesterday. I have a lot of things blocking some screens, so hopefully this will just come right up for us. Move them to the front of the class. Nope, that's the wrong screen. That's somebody's messy desktop. Bear with us here. Here we go. That's the one that we want. You're the one that I want. Let's take a look. If you're joining us here, we're conquering overwhelm. I encourage you to catch up by reviewing the previous videos, see where we have been and what we have in store. I hope you completed your stress assessment and take a look there at what are your top priorities. I've had some people ask, what if there's a lot of them? That's okay, don't worry. Think of the top 3, right? The whole purpose of this is to avoid overwhelm or reduce overwhelm. So don't feel like you need to whittle this down. Just take 3 to look at right now. You can come back around to this. This is your workbook. You can save as you go. You can print it out. You can fill it in, make it your own. I encourage you to be using these journaling prompts. These stretch goals I also heard were a bit challenging. So if you're struggling with any of these, please do go ahead and post a comment or a question on that day's video so I can come back around, or you can always email me. If you are registered for this challenge, then you're getting emails from me. Hit reply and let me know what's going on. So yesterday in day 3, we took a look. This was a good Sunday activity, knowing the signs that you're reaching your limits. So these little thought bubbles here, you can be filling out. I hope you spent some time with that. Even if you didn't fill them all in, you can always come back around when you notice when you are acting in a certain way that you feel stress has taken the wheel, right? Because being aware of our reactions and then working upline to discover the triggers of that, that's super important. We're going to keep coming around to that through our series. Now, the bonus exercise for yesterday was to make a list of ways that you can restore and refresh and renew yourself when you are feeling triggered by stress. So I hope this was something else that you got a start on. Again, you can come back to this as ideas come up. And in the Facebook group, I have a post where if you had some ideas that you really enjoyed, maybe you can share those there to inspire others, because sometimes it is hard to come up with this list. I've been working on this for a few years and this is as far as I've got. So don't feel like you have to fill the whole page or you're not succeeding in this assignment. I've just got space for you to keep adding things as we go along. So I hope you keep circling back around and enjoying that. And now we are up to day 4. So today, how appropriate that this falls on a Monday. It's funny how things just fall into place. I love these synchronicities. It's one of the things I like to watch out for. It brings a little spark of joy to my day when I'm like, how interesting. The first Monday of our series, we are looking at how to help not get overwhelmed by our to-do list, because sometimes everything feels like it's a priority, or sometimes those things that come in hot, they've got a deadline, they feel very urgent, they become a priority, but they might not be as important as some of the things on your list that keep getting bumped by these urgent matters. So here's a powerful way. If you are new to the Eisenhower box or matrix technique, here's when you can fill out Once you know how this works, you can create this kind of matrix on any list. You can have a running document in Google Docs or wherever you might keep documents online, or if you have a note-taking system, they might have a way that you can bake this into it to sort out the things that are on your agenda. And of course, we have different goals and different priorities, right? But in terms of it's Monday morning, how am I starting the day? What do I need to tackle first? This is a powerful way to help to put things in order. I like to write it down on paper just because that helps me kind of clear the cache mentally and get those little odds and ends from floating around and popping up when I'm trying to focus on something else. So the way that you use this matrix is to allot things to these different boxes. So if you have something that is urgent and important, like filing a time-based report for your job today, then that's going to be urgent and important. Now, if there is something that is important and not urgent, like finishing a class that you've registered for that doesn't have a deadline, but maybe this is a certification class, a renewal, enhancing your skill set, it might not have a deadline, but it is important and it needs to stay near the top of your list. Now, of course, there are not important but urgent things. That could be something that your coworker pops up and requests, or a request, perhaps if you're a member of the PTA, or you're requested to bring in snacks for some event at school, as a social event, a community event, that sort of thing, right? And then not important and not urgent. Again, those things, they come up. They're there. We might as well put some things in that category. If they fit, drop them on over there, get them out of the way of those other things so we can see more clearly what's at the top of your list. Now, one of the most important things to take a look at as you're filling in your list is that sometimes these important but not urgent items never stay at the top, but these are the real needle movers. These are the real things that, as I said, build your skill set, help you qualify for higher positions or better opportunities, and we need to not be losing these. So how do we get these done when we are busy? My solution for that, I call direct scheduling. And that's when I take these items that might not have a deadline, but I put them on my calendar. I like to use time blocking for some of these items to make sure that they come up at some point. We need to tackle these and make sure that we're not forever overlooking them. So finding a task management system that works for you is a powerful way to help to resolve some of these feelings of overwhelm. I just wanted to stop screen sharing. So making sure that that's all the material that we have to share for these days. So I want to go on just a little bit more about that self-first scheduling, as I like to call it, direct scheduling, where you put things on your calendar. So whether this is a digital calendar, I love to use Google because it goes to my phone and I do a lot of work in the Google Suites. And so that follows me everywhere. And I put down exercise and walks with friends. I put down the Zoom calls that I like to arrange with friends from school. And we all live in different parts of the country now, but we've kept up this tradition since we established it during COVID. I put these things on my calendar because if we don't, these little things like maybe your drive time, maybe your time to go to the gym, this, that, the other thing, when things pop up on the calendar and they sit in those spaces that seem empty, you're giving up the things that are important to you. And even if they're not urgent, a lot of times these are the things that help us maintain balance, right? That help us feel restored and refreshed. So if you put it on your calendar and something comes up, it isn't that that is a non-negotiable item and you're not allowed to reschedule it, but you're aware, you have that presence of mind if you overbook it, that this is something you would like to find another time and place to address. And it gives you the opportunity to reschedule that or to weigh the options. What is really more important? Can you tell them, whoever that is who's trying to crowd your calendar, that you have a priority at this time, but at this alternative option, you would be available and that would work better for you? Sometimes we hesitate to reschedule, to make requests like that. Many times it is no imposition at all for the other person. They're coming to you with their first option, but that doesn't mean they have more options available. So explore the situation, see if you can come to an agreement that is going to work better for you and not have you giving of your own time and space, your own priorities in order to make these accommodations. So, keeping this short and sweet, I hope that is insightful to you. Let me know in the comments. Are you already familiar with the Eisenhower matrix? Is it something you have used and forgotten about? I hope that you'll take this opportunity to use this as you start into your marvelous week. I'm wishing you a terrific Monday. I hope you're healthy and well wherever you are. Please bring your questions, your aha moments, and we will be back tomorrow taking a look at the power of no. So if having healthy boundaries or sometimes resenting some of those requests that come up when people are trying to put things on your calendar, if you have that experience, tomorrow is for you. If you don't think it's for you, I have a feeling you're going to find something powerful in this anyway. So please come along and join us. If you're catching up, there will be a registration link here. Go ahead and register so you get the workbook and you will have access to all the replay videos for a short time. And we are working through our 21-day path to resilience together to share inspiration, insights, and celebrate these wins. So I'm wishing you a wonderful day. Until tomorrow, take good care of yourself.